Chris, where do you think this thing turned for you or went the wrong way?
Well, first of all, all the points that they were able to get were penalty aided there in the first half. We've got to play more disciplined football. All 16 points that they got were the result in penalties.
Obviously, when you don't put up points again against this team, that has to be frustrating. What are you seeing offensively that's so?
Well, we've got to look at every process that we have. We've got to look at, first of all, we got to look at how we're coaching them. We got to look at the scheme of what we're doing. We've got to look at just, everything. Look at who's having success in the league and how they're having it. So this bye week comes at a good time because, again, you hate to go into a bye with a loss, but we've got to keep working. It's our job to try to give them something to hang their hat on.
Chris, the results are the same between this one and week 2, but do you feel the team has made progress in the meantime?
You know what? I mean, last week, you could tell. It seemed like, unfortunately, you go to Sask in a tough environment, Winnipeg in a tough environment, and you play cleaner football and more disciplined football. You come home against Hamilton, and you come home against BC here tonight, and you take 13 penalties both times. When you've got 200 yards of penalties, that's 14 points right there in itself. I mean, yards equal points, and so unfortunately, I mean, it's hard to say. We try to take 2 steps or a step forward, and then it seems like we take 2 steps back.
You're, as the GM, you got to evaluate everything, obviously. Do you see the answers, in this room and on this staff, or the answers here?
Well, we've got to look at everything. Like I said, we got to look at everything that we do, because when you're in a position that we're in, we've never been in this position. I personally never been in this position before, so I've got to look inward first, and I told the players the same thing. They've got to look inward, and then we've got to look at what we're doing as a staff.
Chris, you've been around this league long enough to know what happens when teams are having troubles and hit a bye week. Are you expecting any changes?
I don't ever try to control stuff I can't control. All I can do is show up every day and work as hard as I possibly can. And if there's decisions that are above me, that's above me. So I just know that we've got some good people in the building. We just haven't found the right ingredients to win games yet.
Fans were really vocal tonight. How
Yep.
much do you think the players felt that?
Well, I tell you what, man, we looked before the game even started, and we said, we're sitting here in the position that we're in, and it was like, wow, there's a lot of people in the stands. They want to see us win as much as we want to win, it seems, and so we certainly hope that they don't give up on us and that they continue to support our organization, and we'll get it flipped eventually.
I do need to ask about this streak, Chris. I know none of you want any part of this thing, but it continues. Pretty rare in pro sports.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, it's an oddity to me, to not be able to play good football, and secondly, not to be able to play good football at home. It's strange to me.
Taylor playing the entire game. Was there a thought process in making a change? What was
Well,
once
we got it down to a certain point, I mean, we've got to look at everything, all our processes. So we certainly have to, take the next week and take a good hard look at everything, from everything in our locker room, everything in our coaching, everything from from A to Z.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, thank y'all.
Appreciate it. Thank you.